I think they want to make sure that they have somebody representing them that is not afraid to tackle these issues. I'm not afraid of the left or the right. We just flooded during that last big storm. Half of this district, the 182nd district, was literally underwater. She died because for 9 months, the insurance company was denying a test that would have diagnosed her liver cancer in time.
Deja Alvarez is running for the State House in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, District 182. She has an extensive resume in the nonprofit sector. She currently serves as the Director of Community Engagement for World Healthcare Infrastructures and as the LGBTQ Care Coordinator for the Department of Health. And you can find out all you need to know about her at her campaign website, DejaForPA.com. And here she is, a brief stop on her way to winning an election and a seat in Harrisburg. Deja Alvarez, thank you for being with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you for that wonderful introduction.
You've got some tremendous endorsements in your camp. State Rep Brian Sims, who currently holds the seat that you're running for.
We're making history with what we're doing here right now. And so, Deja, while this is obviously about you, this is in many ways about all of the people that are standing here right now.
In looking over all these endorsements, there are certain buzzwords that come up again and again. Experienced, established, humanity, all indications that you are seen as a tremendous servant to your community. I'm wondering if you could talk a little bit about PA 182, the voters there, and what you think will be front and center in their minds.
Infrastructure, the roads all over Philadelphia, but particularly in Center City. We have bridges and roads just here in Philadelphia that are ill-equipped. We just flooded during that last big storm. Half of this district, the 182nd district, was literally underwater. There's a major highway that goes through this city that was completely underwater. It was under like 30 feet of water. There were people jumping off a bridge into it, swimming. So we absolutely have to spend the money to make sure people are safe. I don't think that we lack the knowledge of what the issues are. What we lack is the fortitude to jump the hurdle, so to speak, and start being proactive.
I know that Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg always says
Americans are spending too much of their money on transportation in the wrong ways or don't have access to it at all.
This is why I've always loved Pete.
Well, I'd like to know how you think he's doing as Secretary of Transportation.
I think he's doing a great job, but I had no doubt that he would. I think he is an extremely smart and capable man, as he's proven himself to be. I had the pleasure of meeting him. He was doing an event here. I see how he handles things and how he deals with things. He's not venomous. So when he's being attacked, he doesn't feel the need to strike back. He stays focused on the work that needs to be done and how we can best achieve that.
At the height of the pandemic, you did something extraordinary. You organized and executed a campaign to feed families in need. As an experienced organizer, such as you are, how do you get something like that off the ground and then build the coalition and then follow up to make sure that the good that you're doing is actually getting to the people in need? I imagine that's quite a lift.
It definitely is. And for me, one of the things that I learned early on in my career, that building bridges, building relationships, maintaining them, nurturing them is very important. I have built some amazing relationships and political people with some access to some resources. So I started reaching out to them. Shot them a text or gave them a phone call, and just a couple of dollars can help me buy this in bulk and this in bulk and this in bulk. And so they started getting involved. That took off. And our job is to represent the people to the best of our ability and making sure that we're putting their needs first. That means maintaining those relationships, even with the people that you may not always agree with, and figuring out where you can come to some sort of understanding.
Switching gears a bit, it's not an understatement to say we have something of a healthcare inequity in this country. And your background includes a great deal of involvement in healthcare. What is it that you think we're not getting right in this country? And where should we be focusing our efforts?
So the easier question would be, what are we getting right in this country? It's been proven time and time again that other countries that have universal health care, that take better care of the employees, that give people more time off, are happier, more productive places. Why are we not paying more attention? I think that we don't have a focus on the people. Why are we not taking care of you? And the reason we're not is because it's all about money. My eldest sister, Deborah Alvarez, um, died of liver cancer. Shoo. When they did the surgery, they came back and they said, Miss Alvarez, we were not able to actually do the surgery. When we opened her up, we had found that less than the size of a dime of the cancer had already spread to the other side of her liver. So it was too late. She died because for 9 months, the insurance company was denying a test that would have diagnosed her liver cancer in time to do the liver resection surgery. And if we are truly the greatest nation in the world, why are we allowing people to die on our watch? I have worked, inside of the Department of Public Health. I've worked inside of the Department of Behavioral Health and Intellectual Disabilities. I've worked inside of the Office of Addiction Services. I've, worked with all of, from inside of all these places. So I have an understanding of how they operate, and I see clearly what's wrong. And I think that we are really missing that kind of understanding in all of the places that legislation is passed, created, fought for. We are missing more voices that get it, that come from an empathetic and compassionate place because of their lived experience.